going on? So I saw that I guess ESPN did like the writers said who were the top NBA players from 2010 of the past decade, and they had LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard. No argument from me there, and Russell Westbrook got to be just on the outside lurking. No argument. Um, LeBron James makes a strong case as the top dog because he went to 8 straight finals when he was playing for Miami Heat, and then went back to Cleveland, won 3 chips, and did all those 8 finals in a row, and captured multiple in league MVPs. He won two in Miami. He had already won. He won one in Cleveland when he won through. Let's start off in 2010. If you go from there, he had won 2 and finished runner up. So he has total 4, but he had won 2 and he won multiple trips to the finals and 3 rings and 3 NBA finals. So and his impact on and off the court is very much felt. However, Steph Curry got a strong case too, because let's be realistic. Everybody in their doggy. If you go play a game, bat pickup, no matter where you are, everybody trying to shoot a long range shot. Steph Curry changed the course, along with Klay Thompson, but Steph in particular, because without the just take off and shoot, he changed. He took the big man out the game. So he was a true game changer, and that's his strong case for player of the decade, if you will. Plus, he's got his 3 rings, 5 straight final appearances, 2 league MVPs, including the first unanimous one. And Steph Curry, they made it like Pac-Man out there. He gobbled up, So you can all have him in high regards. And Kevin Durant, been the best player the last 2, 3 years, arguably. Went to Golden State. Already went to a finals with OKC prior. Been league MVP, All Star, etc. But got those 2 back-to-back finals MVPs, 3 appearances with Golden State. Been the 4 finals of the past decade. Was obviously with the injuries, which took him out, but he can make a strong case he's coming on. If he comes back even at 80, 70, 80%, watch out. Durantula is the truth. Next on the list, looking at that James Harden. Any other era, becomes considered an all-time great. His scoring, his ability to score anywhere on the floor, the way he has the refs in his pocket, that Euro stepping, that dancing, that freestyling that he do. I ain't never seen nobody do what James Harden get away with. It just doesn't translate in the postseason. That's the downside. But regular season, dare I say, I've been watching basketball for a long time. This cat is almost as good as anything I've ever seen. He is freaky that good. So it's just a matter of him getting some chips on his resume, because that's what's the only thing that's lacking. That's the same goes for Russell Westbrook, because I got him number 6 because I'm saying Russell just outside because he's winded by the postseason. But and you're in Oscar Robertson conversation with triple doubles, and you're doing this on the regular. You're in historical terms. You've been league MVP, etc. Just been in 1 finals along with Harden, but just ain't never got it done when it counted the most. And that's the knock against them, because you're talking about 2 all-time great careers. They just don't have that thing you need on your resume, at least getting there more often than not. Kawhi Leonard is in that top 5. The silent assassin. Might be the best player in basketball right now. He's a tough dude. I always say, I call him the non-center Moses Malone that I've seen, that he's strong enough to take over a game. He's very capable. Covers it on both sides. If he goes to the Clippers and wins a chip, that is in mind blowing, because it'll be 3 different teams that he has accomplished that with. And I don't know if anybody saw the depth and the range. And if you pay attention, his scoring average is going up. And Kawhi Leonard then had a special decade, because remember, San Antonio had to beat the Heat. He was 1 free throw away from having 3 rings already. And he's already been to 3 finals. So he's had quite the impressive, but at that time he was a young pup. He was playing with Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker under Greg Popovich in San Antonio, but he got the finals MVP in 2014. So he's got 2 of those joints. So if he was more commercialized to go along with his game, but his game is more of a throwback. But if he was more commercialized, it'd be interesting. Now he's with the Clippers. Will he be as paraded as Steph Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant? Or Harden for that matter? It'd be interesting to see. So I'm not gonna really argue about those guys. Those guys rep this past decade in basketball. It's some historical accomplishments, because Durant, Curry, LeBron, and you throw Kawhi's situation in Harden, that's all been some historical play. But give me your thoughts and takes about NBA writers picking the best players of the past decade to represent. Would you agree, disagree? Feel free to give me commentary. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.